We have a very special guest who's with us today, and I think that's what's brought the excitement of the crowd here. The one and only from Great Britain, and one of the greatest singers of pop songs throughout the 60s here in this country, and a terrific actress, ladies and gentlemen, Petula Clark. Hey, Petula, come on over here and join me in our seat of honor today.
I can't believe that sausage bread thing.
Isn't that something? That's great stuff.
Is this some new comedy act you've got going here?
No, that he did something to that stuff in the
What do you mean he did?
thing there. Well, I mean, he had it so it wouldn't come out of there right, I think.
Right, yeah.
I think he left it in a hot car or something like that. It was stuck. You know, I think that's supposed to come right out of a refrigerator
Yeah,
or whatever.
okay.
Because I know a little about cooking, and I can tell you this. It just doesn't seem to work out that way. Do you prefer, if you could only be called one, would you prefer to be called an actress or a singer? Obviously, you can do both, and especially in a play like this. But
I don't know. I don't think about it. It's not a problem for me. There are people in England who look on me as an actress who sings a bit. And,
in this country, we thought you were a singer who started acting, and yet you'd been acting for quite a while.
Oh, yes. No, when I first started, when I was about 6, I wanted to be an actress. But I had quite a nice little singing voice. You know, I'm part Welsh, and the Welsh people are a bit like the Italians. They sing, you know, at the drop of a hat they'll sing.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
So that's how I started.
Either we have a couple of Welsh folks out there, or people who'll sing at the drop of the hat, I would imagine. So please don't anybody drop a hat. We heard them singing earlier, you know what I mean.
Oh, that was very good, incidentally.
Wasn't that? She's back in the back somewhere there.
What was that? Ground what? Will you say? Ground brown?
Ground round, like you find in hamburgers or cheeseburgers.
Oh, right,
ground
okay.
round.
Yes.
Da, 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 da.
Hey, maybe it's due for a re-release, you know.
That's you can do ground round.
You sing very well, incidentally. You really held that all the way through. Very good.
Petula, don't go overboard. I mean.
No, I thought she was great. It's not easy to get up and sing without your band, you know.
That's true. She left her band at home, obviously. Couldn't get it into Busch Gardens. I think that was the problem. You know, the first time I ever saw you acting, I mean, I was at a radio station through the 60s, and we were playing all of your hits on and on and on and on, and was in the movie with Peter O'Toole. It was Goodbye, Mr. Chips. And boy, what a great movie, and what a sad ending.
Yeah, especially when you mean when I died.
Yeah, well, your demise was
Yeah.
was enough to bring tears to anybody's
Yeah,
eye.
I didn't watch the rest of the movie. Once I'd gone, wasn't much point in it.
It just got sadder, believe me. But you had a almost similar experience as a child in reality. And for those who didn't see Goodbye, Mr. Chips, she goes downtown to do something, and there's a bombing raid, and boom, she gets blown away, and he goes on to continue his career at, Oxford or wherever it was, at someplace.
Very
at a school.
nicely
At a
put,
school.
yes. Yeah.
But,
I get blown away.
You had a similar experience as a child in the bombing raids, right?
Well, you know, I was brought up in it. I'm English, incidentally.
Yes.
You know, when I was a kid in London, the Blitz was going on. You know, I mean, we just lived like that. We lived in air raid shelters most of the time, and you know, diving into ditches on the way to school. You know, that was the way we lived. And they had this show on the BBC, British Broadcasting Corporation, for kids who had uncles or fathers, brothers serving overseas in the war. And I went along to send a message to my uncle who was serving in the desert somewhere. And right in the middle of the rehearsal, there was this gigantic air raid because we were in the middle of London. And fortunately, we were in an underground theatre. It was actually under the ground. It's still there, incidentally. It's the Criterion Theatre. And a lot of the kids were very nervous with this when this happened. There were sandbags everywhere, you know. And the producer asked if one of the kids would like to come up and sing a song or say a poem to just, you know, calm things down.
Yeah.
And I got up and sang. And they heard it in the control room and asked me if I would actually sing as well as send my message. And that was the first time I sang on the air.
Boy, what a start. That's terrific.
Yeah.
We're going to talk more with Petula Clark in just a moment. Don't go away, on Harrison Company, and find out what she's doing here right now at Tampa Bay Performing Arts Center. Petula Clark is appearing at the Tampa Bay Performing Arts Center, and it's Blood Brothers, which also includes David Cassidy, and it's running through Sunday, and there are a few tickets left, but you better call right now. I'd do it today because they start tonight, and it's 229-7827, 229-7827 for the Tampa Bay Performing Arts Center. Get yourself lined up there.
It's a beautiful theater, I hear. I haven't been
Oh,
there
it's
yet.
terrific. You will. What a fantastic facility.
Yeah.
And tell us a little bit about Blood Brothers. What's that about?
Well, it's a play with music. I mean, I wouldn't call it a musical. It's a really strong play. It takes place in Liverpool. And I talk like that in it, you know. I've got a bit of an accent like that.
Is that like
know.
a Cockney or
No,
something like that? No, I'm sorry, not Liverpool, not Liverpool. Oh, my.
No, Liverpool's up north, you know.
Okay,
You know where the Beatles come from? The
Oh,
tour,
yes,
right?
yeah, I heard of that group.
Yeah. And I play this mother. I already have 7 children at the beginning of the play, and I'm expecting again.
Whoa.
And I'm expecting David Cassidy at the time. I'm not aware of it, you know. Just to confuse you. But anyway, the first time you see David on stage, he's in short pants. He plays a 7-year-old, and he's absolutely brilliant in it. And the music is lovely. It was written by Willie Russell, who wrote Shirley Valentine and Educating Rita. So it's a strong play with very beautiful music. It's sad and it's funny. And we've been on tour with it now for about 9 months, and we did it on Broadway for 10 months. So I really feel that I know this character very well. She's a great, great woman.
And you're the mom. We're going to take a break here. It's called Blood Brothers, by the way, and again, it's the Tampa Bay Performing Arts Center. I'd call right away because the tickets are almost gone. We'll be back because we're almost gone, but we have a few moments left with Petula
I've got
Clark
some of that bread.
on Harrison. We're going to get some of that bread. We'll do that afterwards. Bread time is afterwards. Hey, tomorrow, we're going to begin broadcasting at Adventure Island tomorrow, Thursday and Friday. Jamie Farr is going to be with us.
Yes,
and what are we doing here? Jamie Farr is going to be here on Thursday tomorrow. We're going to have Joey D. A lot of things going on there. And if you would like to go, be out here at 11:30 at Busch Gardens at this theater. We'll pick you up and take you over to Adventure Island for the broadcast and bring you back again. Meanwhile, thank you. This is highly unusual, highly irregular, Charles.
Wonderful. Is this highly
Is this the one I
irregular?
made? Is this the one? Oh, well, thank you. In this case, it's,
I hope
in this
it's not
case,
the
it's
one
not
you
so
made.
irregular. I get a little of it, too. Have a great weekend. We'll see you tomorrow at noon 30.